Today I'm going to make something very different, and it uses kale. This is one bunch of kale, about a pound of bacon, a big onion, garlic powder, some milk, eggs, breadcrumbs, and we need some salt and flour. And this is for Pavel, or Pavel is his name, and he's from the Czech Republic. I have a big pot here, and I'm going to add, and the water is simmering, kind of boiling. I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt to it. And I'm going to add my kale. Now the kale, what I did was I took the stems out of it and I sliced it up fairly thin, like ½ inch or less. I'm going to put my kale in there, and we're going to boil this for 3 minutes. It's boiled for 3 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to put the lid back on, and I'm going to set it aside and let it cool off all by itself. Just let it cool off. Okay, my pan's over medium heat. I don't want the heat to be too hot. I'm going to add the bacon that is chopped up. And we're going to add the onion. And we're going to just cook this up until everything gets softened. We're not really looking to brown anything or make it crispy. Just looking to brown it up. And this is the kale, and it's cooling down over here. The kale's cooling off. The onions and the bacon have cooked slowly for about 20 minutes. The onions are very soft, and that's what you want. So I'm going to take this and put it in a colander and drain off all this liquid. This liquid is a combination of water and fat from the bacon. I'm going to drain it off. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 eggs and put them in this bowl. And we're going to mix those eggs up some. And this is, believe it or not, the kale. I drained it and squeezed out the juice. I'm going to mix that up some. The next ingredient that goes in is marjoram, and I apologize, I forgot to tell you about that at the beginning. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon, and I'm just guessing at the amounts to put in here because I didn't receive any amounts. And this is garlic powder, 1 teaspoon, and salt I'm going to put in ½ teaspoon. Hope that's not too much. And I'm going to mix that up just a little bit real quick. And distribute those around. And I'm now going to add the bacon and the onion. The bacon is not crisp. I don't think it's supposed to be. Put that in there. Mix that around. And then we're going to put breadcrumbs in. So I have 3/4 of a cup breadcrumbs in there. I'm going to mix this around and see what I think. Okay, I think the 3/4 cup breadcrumbs was enough because as you stir it around, it kind of wants to clump up together, kind of like a dough in a way. So the next step, Pavel told me, is to make a ball. And the ball is supposed to be about the size of your hand or something like that, I'm guessing. I hope I'm doing this okay. And then once you have the ball made, you take it You put it on your plate and you press it down and make like a patty. So I'm going to do that. Here in my plate I have 1 egg, and I'm going to add water to it, half an eggshell of water. I'm going to mix this up. And then I'm going to take my patties and put them into the egg. The patties have been in the refrigerator for 1/2 hour. Whenever I bread something, I truly believe in refrigerating it a little bit, especially after you bread it. So now I'm going to put it in breadcrumbs, and these are panko breadcrumbs. I'm going to put it in there. And then I'm going to put it back on the plate, and I'm going to do that to all of these. And then this is where I find it very important, is to refrigerate this for 30 minutes, because anytime you do chicken and stuff like that you're going to pan fry that's thin, you want to refrigerate it for 30 minutes so that the breading sticks to your food that you're making. I've had my non-stick skillet heating with some olive oil, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to add my patties to it. Now I changed the recipe. Pavel, I changed the recipe. You're supposed to dip these patties into a batter and then into the breadcrumbs, and I did not do that, so I changed it. So I'm going to fry these gently and see what we come out with. It's been 5 minutes, so I'm going to turn these over. And they look pretty good, so I'm going to go another 5 minutes at medium heat. It's time to serve. So here is a patty and some mashed potatoes and corn. Let's give this a try. It sauteed on the other side for 5 minutes. Mmm. Mmm. Very good. Does that bacon onion flavor. Mmm. It's wonderful. Thanks so much for watching.